first things first is I want to make sure that all sensory values look good in a data log or live data view using HHH or handheld halo. For hybrid ECUs, you can see that I'm connected. Fuel trims look relatively fine for a light BPU full catless car. Start that. Fire the car. Vacuum is fine. To reach full operating temp and review then. So to illustrate a point with having a dead or lazy O2 sensor, narrowband anyway, giving it some revs, returns to stoic. But if you look, front is oscillating like it should, rear starting to just barely move, feedback trim is stuck, as you can see at 100, no movement there. So I may replace both just to be safe. But yeah. The importance of a fuel system test. This is really off. Connection here is leaking. I don't really see or hear anything from fuel injectors or rail loop. It's there. Alright, take two. It was just the AN line, not the actual adapter fitting to the hard line. There's a 3-bar. No leak there. Fittings are good. Injectors are good. Loop is good. Cool. 3-bar. Thumbs up. Now I can let it up. Here goes the first startup with Chris's 95 VR-4. The base settings on the MAF translator under hood. Start a new log. See if it fires up. Pull up the air system. Coolant system. At least the oxygen sensors are reading now. In the rear, both are brand new Bosch, so that's good. Trims are reset. Throttle is correct for second gen. It's 14.4 with engine off. It's a bit lean for a cold start. Looking at 84 degrees Fahrenheit, so I need to richen up idle, which I will do right now, and check for leaks. Just letting all the residual lubricants and shit burn off. Burping the system. Added another 2 or 4% to idle in the MAF translator. Fuel pressure is stout or stable. Fuel leaks, crazy shit going on. Just more lubricants and RTV and whatever. So far so good. About 18-19 inches of mercury per the Pro Sport electronic boost gauge with a sending unit or map sensor. Oil pressure is solid with 50 weight. Currently at 133 coolant. Both O2s are reading now, solid, and oscillating. It's perfect. RPM solid. We are on track. Still good. Almost at operating temp. Need to wait for this thermostat to open up. Need to add more fuel. Currently have it at 8, 6, and 4% for idle, mid, wide open with base 550. Every car's a little different. Let's see, feedback trim's working. Sorry to enter closed loop. Added 4%, so now we're at 8, 10, and 12. Feedback. It's not really adding. Just pulls less. Part of why is the reported airflow can see it's at 56.6 hertz for the simulated Karman signal. If I tap the throttle, it barely gets into the mid-hundreds, which I believe is not part of the threshold for mid yet. I think it crosses at 500. So this is where you juggle. I can raise idle knob, which will affect the trim at idle, which should be fine, but it would help tip it. Not that it's bad, but it could use some help. You can see the low trim has adjusted from 100 to 87.5. I believe up through the hybrid ECUs before OBD2, every 4% equates to 1% in actual fueling adjustment from the ECU. So roughly 12% of trim is 3% fuel correction. This is acceptable. It's not pegged low at 80 or maxed pegged at 120. So as long as it's not pegged, it's acceptable. There's 203. The low fan should be kicking on. 206. Second gen low fan. Cold start was 10.5, worked its way from 11s to 12s. So yes, this is much more normal and acceptable enrichment work. Might be a bit rich, but we'll find out when I do a second gear pull here. Alright, go ahead and do the cold start.
Okay.
Immediate. Wideband's doing its heater. Oh, that's right, it's semi-warm, so 13s. Then I'll get to stoic in a few. You can see both narrow bands are operating now and oscillating. Before the rear was dead.
Take it a red line-ish?
Yeah, 6 or so. Go ahead. Woo!
Red line-ish?
Yeah, 6 or so. You can go straight. So what'd you think?
You could definitely feel a difference.
You can feel a difference, right?
Yeah.
The top end's woken up a little bit more than stock, where it kind of falls off. We turn right. Stock, where it kind of falls off.
Okay, just filled up with topped off with 91. Put 5 gallons of 100 octane Sunoco. We'll do a couple pulls here, and we'll watch these gauges over here. Second year.